Hi guys, welcome to part 3 of our advanced fort building tutorial. And if you kept up and made it this far, you can pat yourself on the back. This is really hard shit. And also, you are ready to do the next part. So, let's begin. So, what you're going to do is, get a part, obviously. Let me find my part model. There we go. And we are going to build the first wall. Now, I believe the first wall should be around as wide as I have the big part look like. And I'm going to try to make it as centered as possible for the gate. So apparently they can't connect for some reason. No. I don't think it has to be completely centered, but if you could, make it centered. But, you know, as long as it looks centered. Like that looks pretty centered. And I'm gonna make it around that high, so it's about a third the height of the mountain. Maybe a little less than that. Actually, I think I should. There we go. So, make the wall, it's quite simple. So, here we are. Let's make the railings. And you're going to make it as high as this part right here. Always, like, if you're copying and pasting something, always, like, kind of shrink it down a bit. So that way you can actually fit it on a different side. I'm actually going to copy a little more of these. And you can just make it go into the mountain because no one's going to see it. I'll make it go across there. On the other side, I'm going to make it go across there as well. Like that. Put that back there. So this gate is pretty much exactly the same as the one at the original fort building place. So, you know, like the one I made for the fort building tutorial, this gate is pretty much exactly like it, and it will work exactly like it. There'll be no difference. Like, that's probably the most detailed gate you could possibly have. There are probably more, but this is a simple design that I believe is efficient and is basically very, like, it should be used very often. So, now that I have that, I need wedges. So, unfortunately, I don't have a wedge model. I should make one, though. And let me actually do that now, because I'm kind of tired of not having a wedge model. So, let me anchor it. Save to Roblox. Create new. Wedge. Nope. And finish. So you can download that. I'll put the link in the description below. And let's begin. This is actually a very tall wall. Let me see how it is in comparison to a person. This is very big. I think I made it too big. Fuck. Make it smaller. Like that. It's completely fine though. I'm gonna redo some of the railings. I should have done this in the first place, but I didn't think it was that big. Just make sure they're exactly even, because I don't want it to be not even. Do 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 do. So there we go. Let me make the 2 wedges, and I believe I shall be done. This wedge is going to be a little long. There. Probably wondering why is the wedge different color. I'll fix that. I kind of don't want to deal with that right now. There we go. So there's the outline of our gate. Let me highlight that. Color. There. So that's our gate color. It's beautiful, I think. So, there's our gate, but we're wondering where the fuck is the gate? So, I want to get to that. Unfortunately, once again, this is very deep in my models, so just bear with it. When I insert the model, it is very far apart. However, I can easily fix that. So, let's turn it. I'm going to remove the model inward. I need some lighting in there. Or at least the gate should be a different color. That is not centered. I think it's good enough. I mean, I'm not going all out with this Ford, so... Alright, it needs to come back. I'm trying to make it centered. I guess this is on an angle, so it's very hard to build like this. It needs some lighting in there. I'm gonna try to find the light I made. Oh wait, there it is. This is actually made by Merely, to be honest. I just like using it. This is the light you'll also be using when you insert your dynamic lighting systems. Because apparently that's important on Roblox. So, now I need the buttons. Let me get the buttons over here. It should be harder to insert because the buttons are on an angle. Actually, I think it's fine. Now the thing with this button is that some people have problems because of basically it's kind of on and like it's very hard to click it because you have to be very close to it. I mean like maybe an inch away. It is very hard to click that button. And a lot of people have get frustrated by it. So I'm just warning everybody that be prepared to just not flame me for it because I don't like that. But this is some it's actually a gate I think John's Cobras uses. So yeah. Make them equal to each other. They're like right next to each other. There we go. So there's our buttons. They should work fine. They are not centered, but I don't really care. This thing's also kind of off. There we go. So here's our gate. It only took us around 10 minutes to make it. Actually, let me make the gate brown. Not brown, black, I meant. There we go. It looks beautiful. So, should I move the gate? It's just that I kind of like the gate sort of closer to the front than the back. Unfortunately, this also moved the buttons. I didn't think that through all the way. So I guess this is a perfect time to make it centered, so it's good. Or as centered as possible. Yay! So now that the buttons are actually centered and the gate's in the right spot, we can move on with our lives. I actually put some just a little close to the gate, some trees. And one barricade. There we go, barricade. So now what we're going to do, we're going to insert the group spawns. So let me get onto that. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to games, Roblox sets. You're going to hit the color of your group. Actually, no, you don't have to do it, but if your group are any of these colors, hit the color. I'm just going to hit green as my group. Let me delete the decal, and you know what to do. You have to make the spawn group your group name. For this, since it's just an example, I am calling the group group. What a creative name, I know. And you have to make it the group color. The bright color has to be the group color. So if your group is purple, you make it purple. If it's pink, you make it pink. If it's brown, you make it brown, etc. I'm keeping mine green. And this also has to be set to the exact color of your group spawn. So after that, you have to go down to teams. There should be another bright green team in there. Name that the name of your spawn. There's also going to be the team name being shown on the side. So make sure to link all of that. I know I've already done this, so let me copy and paste. Just scatter it around this particular area. Scattering them around to prevent spawn kill. I believe I should have at least 5. How many raider spawns do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. I have 4, so I'm going to make one more group spawn. This one's actually going to be very close to the wall. I'm very close. What? So, anyway, let's continue on. So, I have my spawns selected, and actually, we need the ally spawns now. I'm going to make the ally spawns kind of at the midpoint by the curve here. I'm making them blue, so allies. And I'm going to change team name down here to allies. Now I'm just going to lower this down. I'm not going to scatter them too much in this area, because this is a very vast area. I'm just going to make 3 ally spawns, actually. Because there's not that many allies that are going to be helping you in the game, so... There. Let me actually just move that one last ally spawn. Down. There. So, now, say you want to change teams in the middle of the game. You have to get a certain model. And that model is none other than my model, Anatopian GUIs. Now, I have to find it deep in my models once again. I believe I'm actually close, so... yeah. There they are. So all these GUIs are going to be up. For the time being, I am only going to use the Team Switch GUI. When you put it in, it should come up like this. Teams, IRA, Allies, and Raiders. IRA, since it's not your group and that's my group, you can change that. So I'm going to go in. I'm going to go change the text to the button to group. But that's not how you really do it. You're going to have to go into the script. And you need to have your group team. So my group is bright green. Now make sure when you're making a new color, backspace the bright of the old color, even though you're just changing one word. Because it actually makes a difference, I'm not going to lie. So, bright red. And now your group ID, you have to put it in here. If you do not know how to make a group, or not make a group ID, find a group your group ID. Just go to your group, go to an ally. I'm just using my group as an example. And go to your group again. And there's your ID. You're going to copy and paste this number. And I'm actually going to use a different ID that's not my group, but a group that I'm in. I have the perfect group to use. The Andy G Fan Club. It's beautiful, isn't it? I know. And that guy from that one video was wrong. I have 7 fans. So just paste your group ID there. And, yeah. You're done with that. So, that's basically how you do the Team GUIs. And I believe I'm going to stop it for this part. So, come back for part 4, when I will expand the fort and probably get some decorations and additional scripts in there as well. And actually, one more thing at this point, you can probably just move the Surrender GUI, the Reset GUI, and the Hide Name GUI. You can probably just move that in here. And you just move that in there, and it's under the Features section. Now, just one thing, some people cannot will have trouble with Roblox Mobile. Actually, I'm finding these. So if you have Roblox Mobile, I can't really help you with that. So don't flame me for it. But these GUIs on a desktop work perfectly, and they're actually really nice to deal with. So that's really it. Once again, see you guys later, and see you next part.